Hello everyone, welcome to round 9 of the Academy series here at GPVWC. I'm your host Dan tonight, together with Marko Ferlic.
Hello
and and today we're racing at Montreal. It's a quick circuit, and I think we can have a great race over here tonight. We will start with a 30-minute practice that has just been, and as of now we move on to qualifying 1. After quali there will be a warm-up, and then we will start with race 1. So Marko, what can we expect from the qualifying over here?
Well, obviously the qualifying being private, drivers aren't like interrupted with other cars, so it's all about putting the lap in. Obviously with the circuit being short, I also expect people to put in maybe 2 laps in a row before escaping. So yeah, it'll be interesting to to see what drivers can do here.
What also will be very interesting is, of course, the guys running with a low wing setup and a high wing setup, because a lot of people will be running higher wings, and we can see that they will have quicker times in Sector 1 and Sector 2. But what also will happen is, of course, people running a lower wing, and we will see them in Sector 3. What do you think personally, what can be better during qualifying, Marko?
Well, yeah, obviously in qualifying I think it's better to have maybe a few kilometers per hour less top speed, but then in the race you're really gonna suffer, especially if you're at the front and don't have DRS, then yeah, people will easily overtake you. So I think mainly you want top speed to be as high as possible, really, and I think the best guys will have around 270 to 68 maybe on the back straight. So that's what you really want to be aiming for, I think.
Yes, indeed. As we see that Sean Jones is now starting his lap, becoming second in the first race last time in Austria. Let's see what he can do as he comes out of turn 2, going into the chicane now. Difficult corner, this one, as you are very tight to the wall, as we can see over here.
I think he touched the wall a bit as well, but don't think it lost him too much time.
As we now come on to the second DRS straight over here. And looking at the chart over here, at the leaderboards, it's currently Tom Vos putting in purple, or Filipakos actually now, with a 23.4. And Sean Jones being 2/10 slower than Filipakos actually.
Let's see now the second sector, what he can do lap time wise. 27.7. Oh, right, sector 2 I think. Yeah, you can go. You can still go faster.
Yeah, Sean Jones currently being purple in sector 2 actually.
Yeah.
So let's see what he can do in the La Chicane when he comes by the Wall of Champions. Can you tell us a bit more about the Wall of Champions, Marko?
Well, I think most people already know the history. Ideally, you don't really want to hit it, but the people who did hit it in the past, quite a lot of them became champions. That's where the name comes from. So, yeah, in the race, you want to avoid that wall. Actually, all of the walls really, but that one especially.
Yeah, that's true. As we see Tom Vos coming in fastest now in the first run. And Sean Jones is putting in a second lap time after this one.
Yeah, let's see. Tom was actually going for another lap here. If you could go on board with him, he's improving in sector 1 by quite a bit, by 700. Sorry. So he would make the gap to P2 even bigger, I think. Yeah.
Gap's not being that big actually for the top 4 now. Or top 3 at least, 2/10 of a second only.
Yeah, and he goes to, that's a very good sector 2 as well. From
I think he can get into the 124s actually now, if he doesn't screw up the last chicane. And doesn't come into the Wall of Champions.
Yeah, expect pole to be around like probably mid 24s. Maybe someone can do it 0.2, 0.3.
And he just touches the wall with his right wheel.
Yeah, and he doesn't actually improve by that much. So yeah, he can go 3 times faster on his next turn. Would be interesting.
Yeah, I think he will come in now. As Remco de Zeeuw now gets a purple sector 3 going to P7.
One thing I'm noticing here, Tom was 263 kilometers per hour only, so that'll be interesting in the race if that's the case with his top speed.
Yeah, like you said, top speed doesn't really matter in qualifying, but in the race it's very important actually to overtake. There are a couple of other circuits where that's also the case, just like Baku, where we've been 2 rounds ago. Oh!
And Tom was spins, yeah, so that'll... he can just escape now and go back. Yeah, also with the top speed, like we saw in Korea as well, with Ruben Machete getting pole by a second. And then Patrick and Magnussen got past him in turn 1. and then Rune just couldn't pass, even though he was way quicker, I think. So yeah, top speed is crucial here as well in Canada, so that'll be interesting what happens.
As we currently are riding with Mohammed in P22, and he's green in both sectors, in Sector 1 and Sector 2. Oh, he clips the wall, that's not good. Let's see if he can improve. With less than 10 minutes to go, and he improves to P15. That's actually a very decent lap.
Well, let's see now, most people are on their outlaps, I think. Most of the front runners at least.
Mm-hmm.
Gary De Vries, I think Gary De Vries is on the lap.
As we see that our 12 drivers are within 1 second,
yeah.
so that's really good. Very competitive top 12, I must say.
Yeah, let's see now, Gary De Vries going into the last chicane.
Oh, and Justin van der Smissen going to P2 with a purple sector 3.
Yeah, that's a very good lap here from Justin. Let's see where Garrett goes. P9. Only half a second behind P1.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Also, Steinfeder is purple in sector 2 now, currently P10. Slightly more than half a second behind. Let's see what he can do.
Ooh, just not touching the wall of champions.
Let's see now across the line, and he goes P5. So yeah, very close actually. Top 5 within the less than 2 tenths now, separating the top 5.
Yeah, that's a very good thing actually. The top 5 being that close to each other. So
and also Justin van der Smissen 2 tenths faster, well, a tenth and a half faster than his personal best. Purple in sector 2 as well. So yeah, and now going into the last 2 corners, if he manages to hook it up, then I think that could be a 24.5, maybe 24.6. And obviously, if he's the guy from Formula Challenge, he did the first few rounds and then stopped racing there. So I think he has something to prove. Oh, as he hits the wall there.
Yeah, that's always a thing, of course, if you get set back or stopped, that you have to put yourself there, as Lazarus Philippakos gets into P1 actually, with a purple sector 3. He's the first one in the 124s, but yeah, like you said, Justin van der Smissen has something to prove over here, showing everybody how it's done, but currently he isn't doing that. So let's see what he can do at the race and in the final runs, as we have less than 7 minutes to go.
Yeah, and I'm sure people will also improve during the quali now with less than 7 minutes. So obviously the grip is getting higher every lap. So I'm sure people will jump up.
Yeah, of course, that's also a very important factor to keep in mind, that people maybe will wait until the end of the session to put in their runs as the rubber grows, like you said, Marko.
And also Lazarus Philippakos could even improve on his lap time, I think. Going into the last, starting the last sector actually.
As Damien Fingerhoods improves to P5 actually.
As you know, Lazarus, and he backs out of it actually, so.
That's very unfortunate, yeah.
And once again, a lot of people on their outlaps, but we can see Alex Salos here going across the line. Let's see where he goes. And it's P14 for Alex Salos, obviously. Obviously, Salos, I think he got a very good. Well, he was on course to get a good result in Austria in race 2. I don't remember where he finished, but I know he was up there for most of the race.
And Tristan Potter is doing 2 green sectors, taking a lot of curb over there in the second part of the chicane. Let's see what he can do now. Jumping to P15, I think he will be a bit disappointed with that run because of the chicane, of course. It's a really hard chicane to get right, right, Marko?
Yeah, the last chicane, I think if you're a few tenths up in your lap time, you're really nervous going to there, because you know it's either you make it or break it the lap. So it's crucial to get it right as well. As we see Liam Howard here.
Yeah, Liam Howard going green in the first sector, second sector a bit less. Let's see what he can do when he gets across the line. And he jumps to P11, so that's a decent run from him. Only 6 tenths away from the leader on P11, so that's a really good thing.
I believe also Justin van der Smissen is up on his lap time, if I'm not mistaken. So that's gonna be interesting what he can do.
Yeah. As we see Stein Fitter currently crossing the line.
And
he
Remke actually,
stays,
Remke actually jumped to P2 here, only 8 thousandths behind Lazaros.
Yeah, Remco de Zeeuw this year putting in some good results actually. So hopefully he can stay in the front row.
Interesting. Let's see now, Justin, I don't think he's improving.
No, it wasn't that good of a run actually.
Yeah, and Sean Jones is going fast now on the back straight. Well, 2 corners to go. Let's see if maybe he can put it on pole here.
Yes, and also, or no, Remco de Zeeuw having a really high top speed actually with 269 kilometers per hour.
Almost goes pole, but Sean Jones beats him straight after, which for 2 tenths, that's very good luck for Jones.
Yeah, that. And he has 3 green sectors actually, so he wasn't even affected.
Yeah, and also Garrett de Vries won the 7th, as we saw on the stream here.
Yeah, Garrett de Vries also having some good weekends in Baku and Austria, getting in 2nd place in the 2nd race, so he's also doing a great job.
Oh, and Sean Jones going purple in sector 1, so he can go even faster by the looks of things.
Yeah, that's all.
As he goes now into the chicane, taking a bit of the curb there. Taking the outlet curb as well.
Also a really difficult chicane because you have that high curb and the inside over there. You don't want to hit that completely because otherwise it will smack you into the wall, and that can cost you a lot of time.
He's still almost a 10 up on his time, so that could be a 24.5, I think, if he hooks up the last chicane. Let's see what his top speed is like as well.
Yeah, that would be a massive pole time, being 3 times quicker than Tom Vos then actually.
Not the best, but still pretty good last chicane for Sean Jones. He actually backs out of it, so it wasn't that good.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate.
And also Liam Howard green in first and second sector. Let's see what he can do now.
Yeah, this back straight will be one of the most important parts during the race because a lot of people will be overtaking over there. It's a really good overtaking opportunity. As we can now see him coming over the line, jumping to P10.
And now minute 30 left of the session, so if you want to set a lap time, this is your last chance to exit the pits to come around in time to start a lap.
Yes, indeed, and I think it's like everybody who will now do a run can put in their fastest time. Oh.
As Damian Wingerhurts in P9 is also improving to green sectors. He's having
having a really good last chicane. He jumps to P6. That's a really good job from him. Yeah, the P6 or the top 6 only within half a second. So really close qualifying over here.
As we have now 30 seconds left of the session. As Tom Vos got green in sector 1 as well again, so can he maybe put in a pole now?
That will be very exciting if he can do that.
Oh, a look up and a mistake in chicane. Yeah.
Yeah.
The question is, will Filipakis now make it to the line in time to go for a lap? I don't think he will. So that's the end of quali for Lazaros Filipakis. P3 at best for him.
Still improving actually, but not good enough. He had a purple sector 3, as we can now see Sean Jones on his last run. Going into the second chicane over here. Needs to get it right. Oh, when he hits the wall, I don't think there will be improvement, but Tom Vos, can we... Oh, Tom Vos backed out. That's really unfortunate for him.
I think the only guy who can now challenge anyone is Justin van der Smissen in P5, as he hits the wall there actually. But I don't think he will improve here. So I think Sean Jones now has the pole position.
I think so too. Filipakos is done, and yeah, Justin is now backing off.
And also the thing with Sean Jones, obviously he finished second in the last two events in race 1. So I think he's hungry for that his first win in Academy as well, I think.
Yeah, I think that's also really important for your self-esteem over here, and for maybe an FC seat. Getting the maiden victory in Academy. You may can score the podiums every time, but you really want to win sometime, of course.
And also, I believe Sean Jones actually already raced in Formula Challenge last time in Austria for Vale Sports.
Oh, that could be. I haven't kept an eye out on...
But yeah, we'll see if he gets the chance tomorrow as well. Currently on pole, obviously.
Well, we have Sean Jones at P1, Tom Vos at P2, Lazaros Filipakos P3, Remco de Zeeuw P4, Justin van der Smissen at P5, Damien Fingerhoods P6, P7, Stefan Schreider P8, Garrett de Vries P9, Kevin Voice, who became P1 in the second race last time, and P10 Liam Howard. As we now have the other chart, P11 Stein Fidder, P12 Kevin Wiegers, P13 Alex Hallows, P14 Alessandro Valente, P15 Mohamed Sini, P16 Joshua Lopez, P17 Tristan Potters, P18 Martin Novak, P19 Martin Riedberg, and P20 Sim Kai Wern. And the last people on the grid, P21 Mark McNaughton, P22 Nikos P23 Brian Chua, P24 Fraser Hardy, P25 Raimo Oyamets, P26 Jessica Pelletier, and P27 Aiden Rosenzweig. The drivers will now take part in their warm-up, and we will be right back after the warm-up for race 1. Welcome back, everyone. We're now waiting just before the race will start. Race 1 at Montreal over here. Well, Marko, who do you expect to win? Because we have multiple people who have shown the pace and the top speed. So who will you expect to win and maybe fill up the podium?
Oh, I'm gonna be boring here. I think it's between Tom Voss and Sean Jones. I believe Sean has a bit more top speed, so he's gonna be on the back of Tom the whole race, I think. So yeah, if they battle ahead, then I could see someone like Lazarus maybe even, or maybe Remco winning it.
Okay.
But yeah, I think it's between them two mainly.
Yeah, I think Sean Jones has a good shot at winning the race if he doesn't put it into the wall, of course, because that's a high risk over here. If you try to speed up, try to get away from people. But I think Tom Voss will fall off because he's he's slower. He's quite some kilometers per hour slower. So I will disagree with you actually about that.
No.
I think Tom will. If he cannot pull away, he will fall off the podium.
Yeah, I could see that happening, but also I think if he stays in the DRS of Sean, at least, then yeah, he can. Oh.
As we currently move to the race will be 14 laps here. And all the drivers are preparing themselves, putting in enough fuel and getting ready for the starting grid. Always a nerve-wracking point at this moment because you have to get ready, get suited up, and of course get the race start right, because this is that's a very important moment of the race. If the race start already goes wrong, then and you lose your front wing, maybe then you have an issue. Yeah, I think almost everybody is on the grid, just waiting for a poleman to be on the grid. There he is. And within 5 seconds we'll go for the formation lap.
As we see, actually, Martin Riedberg has missed the race start.
Oh.
So, yeah, I think he's...
For me, everybody is on. Okay, the man from pole position, Sean Jones. P2 will be Tom Voss. Can he overtake Sean Jones, or can he stay with him? Oh, P3, Filipakos, P4, De Zeo, P5, the Van der Smissen, who has to prove something. P6, Damien Fingerhoots, P7, Stefan Schreider, who did a really good job, P8, Gerrit de Vries, P9, Kevin Voice, who got on the podium last time too. P10, Liam Howard, P11, Stein Fitter, P12, Kevin Wiegers, P13, Alex Howells, did a good job, has showed some good pace. P14, Alessandro Valente, P15, Mohamed Sahini, having reverse grid pole currently. P16, Joshua Lopez, P17, Tristan Pollers, P18, Martin Novak, P19, Sim Kai Wern, P20, Mark McNugget, P21, Nikos, a veteran over here at GPVWC, P22, Brian Chua, P23, Fraser Hardy, P24, Raimo Yamets, P25, Jessica Perche, and P26, Aiden Rosenzweig. Riedberg seems to be gone.
Yeah, he will not start race 1, but he can still join race 2 later.
Yeah. Well, as we said, Sean Jones is gonna win it. I think, you agreed with me, didn't you, Marko?
Yeah, I think, he showed in the previous races he has the pace, but yeah, we'll see obviously a long race, so anything can happen. And yeah.
As we see everybody getting ready to get into their grid slots, Sean Jones heavily weaving to get his tires ready. getting them in the right temperature to get the best start. He will start on our right side on the outside lane, inside lane for turn 2, so that's an advantage over him. Here the race start will be crucial for Tom Voss, as he needs to overtake Sean Jones at the start and maybe try to pull away.
As the last car is now getting on the grid, so we'll start in a few seconds, hopefully.
And let's see what also Justin van der Smissen can do, as he has driven an FC earlier on, the last couple of rounds. And we can see Filip Pakos is actually quite sharp on the grid. As the light goes on, everybody revs up, and it's 5 lights. And it's go for the start of the Canadian Grand Prix over here in the Academy Series. Ooh, Lazarus doesn't have a great start. Remco de Zeeuw on his inside. Ooh, contact over there.
Yeah, we have had a hard spin and we can already see top 2 pulling away as we predicted.
Yeah, ooh. Remco de Zeeuw smashing somebody into the wall. That's Garrett.
Yeah, we have a crash on the straight. Quite a big pile up, actually.
Oh, really big crash. Really unfortunate for everybody.
And yeah, if we go back to the front, we see Tom Voss's engine is actually smoking a bit. So hopefully that's just from the start. So hopefully it'll cool down.
Yeah, I think that will be gone indeed. Filip Pakos also having the same thing. As we can see, Justin van der Smissen currently in P4, who overtook Remco de Zeeuw. As Remco de Zeeuw was involved in that incident too. They're already having a... Yeah, continue.
Let's see now what Tom Voss can do on the straight. Obviously, we saw in quali he doesn't have the best top speed. So I think, yeah, he'll be waiting for the DRS, I think.
As Alex Hallows is actually trying to overtake Damien Fingerhoods over here on the big main straight. Fingerhoods having the inside, trying to defend off, but ooh, gets pushed onto the curbs.
And
Filip Pakos getting back to Tom Voss again.
And also Schreider's trying to get past, I believe, Fingerhoods here.
Yeah.
He does not make it into turn 1, but yeah, he'll be probably waiting for the back straight now.
I think Fingerhoods has some damage because he's losing a lot of time. And the top 5 already putting P6 on a 6-second gap, so I think there will be a battle between the top 5 in this round, unless something will happen. Tom Voss still in the DRS range, same for Filip Pakos.
Obviously, we're waiting now on lap 3 for DRS to open. I think, yeah,
yes.
Tom's just waiting for DRS at this stage. Unless Sean Jones obviously makes a mistake.
Yeah, I'm very surprised that he can keep up with
it's only, I think,
Jones.
It's only like 3 kilometers per hour on the straight, so it's not, yeah, it's not a massive difference. In DRS, you can catch up still, I think. So.
Yeah, in some runs it will make a big difference, but if you can gain on them in the middle sector, then yes, the top speed doesn't matter that much. As Tom proves right now. Well, it's lap 3 already, so we'll have DRS. Or the drivers will have DRS to their advantage. Hopefully Tom Voss can attack Sean Jones right now. Sean Jones, of course, not willing or hoping that won't happen, as he wants to get his maiden victory over here.
He's looking good at the moment, but obviously still a long way to go.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, as we're waiting now for the back straight to see
if... I think Alessandro Valente made a mistake, as Liam Howard overtakes him right now.
Yeah. He backs out, so Liam Howard P6 now and Valente P7.
Mm-hmm.
As Tom Voss and Sean Jones now go on to the back straight. Not
yeah,
the best
Valente...
exit. Yeah.
Oh, Valente ran a bit wide over there, but Yeah, Tom Voss has DRS right now, trying to gain. Sean Jones is trying to break the slipstream over here. Of course, you cannot...
Oh, as Sean Jones has actually a very bad exit out of the last turn that will allow Tom Voss now to pass him. Let's see if Sean Jones can get him back here now. He stays behind. So Tom Voss is taking the lead of this race.
Ooh, yeah, Sean Jones will be very mad at himself because of it. And Filipakos already on his tail.
And if they battle ahead, that will allow obviously Justin van der Smissen also to catch the train. And maybe he's maybe a dark horse for the race win here.
Yeah. Hopefully for him he can catch up with those guys and try to get on their tail. But as we see right now, Sean Jones is closing the gap to Tom Voss again.
Oh, a bit of a lock-up here from Jones, but I don't think that's gonna cost him too much.
No, almost hitting Voss in the rear. Remco de Zeeuw apparently being very lucky this race, as he had that big incident with Garrett de Vries at the start of the race, but still hanging on in P5.
Let's see now what, yeah, well, let's see what Sean Jones can do now down the back straight here. Tom was going defensive, and I think Sean Jones should actually, it's gonna be close here, but yeah,
he will go for the move. Oh,
he fakes the move and locks up again. Yeah, Voss gets a few car distances here, so
yeah.
Sean Jones will not have to reach.
Lazarus, I think, may go for a move over here, just not.
I think
Sean
I think Lazarus is just fighting now for the top two to fight a bit, and we're waiting for his opportunity to pass them both, I think.
Yeah, Sean Jones seems to be very eager for that win, as he locks up multiple times already now.
As we mentioned earlier, he already has two second places in Academy, so I'm sure he'll be annoyed if he gets second again.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to win, obviously.
Yeah, Tom Voss, well, he drove at Turkey this year in the Academy Series and won both races over there. And since then, he didn't participate in any of the Academy races, but still, yeah, has a 100% winning record this year in Academy.
I'll be impressed if he wins both races today as well.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Currently, Justin van der Smissen also is getting closer again in DRS range, actually, to Lazarus Filipakos.
And Remco de Zeeuw, I think, is also in DRS range, so top 5 very close now again.
As we can see, Alessandro Valente going for a move on Liam Howard. Around the outside, Howard outbrakes him and makes the corner. Great defensive work from Liam Howard. As Alessandro Valente tries to go for a move again.
Go for it, yeah.
In turn 2, oh, doesn't make it stick. And he's still behind him. Just like Sean Jones is still behind Tom Voss. He doesn't seem to get closer, actually, only on the straights. As Justin van der Smissen is really getting on the tail end of Lazarus Filipakos.
It's gonna be an interesting race all the way to the finish, I think, with top 5.
Yeah. As they keep on battling right now, then maybe Remco de
Oh,
Zeeuw
Filipakos goes wide, and that could allow Justin to pass him down the straight here.
Ooh.
Let's see now what happens on the back straight.
Yeah, as Sean Jones is also trying to get into the slipstream of Tom Voss.
Justin's gonna get Lazarus here into the chicane. Brave move from Justin.
Yeah, really good move.
Can Lazarus get him back on the straight? He's gaining.
It's always close over there at the Wall of Champions, because you can make the move stick from that far and try to break him, but if you hit the curb in the wrong way, then you're still on the wall. So really good job from Justin van der Smissen, who's making some ground. Ooh.
Yeah, now he'll want to catch up back to the front two who are still battling. Sean Jones, I think, actually is not fighting Tom yet. I think he's waiting maybe for the last few laps.
So now we have Tom Vos in P1, who overtook Sean Jones in P2. Justin van der Smissen making up some ground in P3. Filip Pakos in P4. Remco de Zeeuw in P5 after a big...
As we saw Sean Jones there actually going white and had to rejoin. So that cost him a bit of time, not too much. He's still in the DRS range of Tom Vos. So.
Yeah, Filip Pakos also having a bit of a hard time, I think, with the rear tires, as he had some issues with getting traction over there at the exit of the hairpin. Remco de Zeeuw getting into a slipstream. Still really close between P3 and P5. As we have Remco de Zeeuw then in P5, Liam Howard in P6, who is still battling with Alessandro Volante. In P8, Alex Hallows, P9, Damien Fingerhoods, who fell back the grid a bit. P10, Stefan Strider, good job from him. P11, Stein Fitter. P12, Mark McNaughton. P13, Jessica Pelletier, who gained 13 spots actually. Ooh, as we have a battle for P3.
Justin hits the wall, and I think he kept his front wings on at the end of the order, but he'll get it here to the podium.
Very, very lucky from Justin van der Smissen. He also had the fastest lap. Oh, he has suspension damage. Hopefully he can continue.
His steering is a bit off, so that'll cost him some top speed on the straight as well.
As in P15, the reserve grid pole, Brian Chua, is driving in no man's land. So if he can keep that position, he will be in a really good starting position for race 2. Yeah, Justin van der Smissen falling back right now from the guys in front. Really unfortunate for him. Ooh.
As we have a bike marker there and going nicely out of the way. Nice to see.
Yeah, good job. Really, really good racing over here in the Academy Series. As we see a big battle for P6 actually.
Yeah, Volante and Hallows side by side into turn 1.
Yeah, Alex Hallows getting 2 places over here if he can make it stick.
Oh, but now he's under pressure from Howard. And yeah, he's gonna keep P7 here for a bit.
These guys are having a lot of fun.
Oh, Volante a bit unsettled there, and Hallows, I think he's gonna send it in. Yeah, that's a brave move.
Oh.
And Liam Howard's now gonna pass Alex as well, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
As Sean Jones and Tom Vos going side by side into the hairpin. Tom Vos staying P1, but I think Jones will get the DRS here. So he should be able to pass, I think.
Good job from Jones over here, going for the move now. Still hunting on his maiden victory. And he makes it stick.
I believe Tom backed out a bit.
Yeah. Ooh, Tom touching the wall a little bit. Oh, as Filip Pakos hits the wall.
Oh no.
Just head on. That's really unfortunate for him. He was doing such a good job, and Remco de Zeeuw involved in another incident. What happened over there?
Yeah, I think Remco just hit Lazarus there. Unfortunate for Remco. Nothing,
yeah, what happened? What happened with Filip Pakos was that he hit the second curb, flew into the air, and just did a Charles Leclerc in Monaco this weekend.
And this will allow Martin Novak now to get that P15, that potential reverse grid pole.
Ooh, yeah, so that's.
He'll be happy with the crash, I guess.
As Tom Vos is on the tail end of Sean Jones again. Oh, Sean Jones getting unsettled in the second chicane. What can Tom Vos do right now?
Yeah, because we can see now Vos on the back of Sean Jones.
As Fingerhoods did a great job again, getting back to the P6, but there's a really nice battle going on here for P1 again.
Sean Jones doesn't go fully defensive here, which is a bit of a surprise to me, to be honest. And Tom Voss, let's see.
Oh no! Don't put him on a curve over there. As we still have a great battle for P5 actually, after the incident with Filip Bakos.
Oh, Tom Voss trying to go around the outside, which is gonna be inside for the next corner, and he makes it stick. Great move from the Dutchman.
Yeah, and, last year he had a great season too in the FC. Tom is a really good driver. Unfortunately, he's not driving in any series currently, but he shows us great potential here in the Academy series. As we see Stefan Strider making a move on Alex Halos in the background.
Yeah, and we also have a battle for P5 here. Howard, Fingerhertz and Valente. It will be interesting to see who finishes on top between them three.
Yeah, you can see how important it is to be consistent, just like Fingerhoods is doing now. And Sean Jones is again on the tail end of Tom Voss. What a race from now already. We're currently in lap 11 of the 14, so we still have 3. Oh no, P15 is off. Shua and the chicane, he reverses back onto the grid, but he can continue without a front wing. Really unfortunate from him. As Voice takes over P15.
Once again, Kevin Weiss, obviously he got the reverse grid pole in Austria as well, so it'll be interesting if he gets it again here.
As we still see the 2 cars for the lead right now. Oh, I hear a crash somewhere. Oh, Damien Fingerwood's making a mistake in the...
Oh, even more crashing noises up here.
Yeah, as we see Alex Hollows needing to defend from Stefan Strider. He's also making up some ground, and Damien Fingerwood's unfortunately making a mistake into the last chicane, having to take the escape route. Aiden Rosenzweig is also now out of the race. We currently have 4 DNFs. Really unfortunate for those guys.
And back to the lead now. Sean Jones and Tom Voss once again. Round 13 now, or round 12 coming up on the back straight.
As we have Justin van der Smissen in P3 actually. After his mistake, he still came on the podium again. So even though he has damage, he's doing a really good job.
And yeah, Sean Jones now and going into the final 2 laps. I think he's gonna try and maybe even stay behind and then try and attack in the last lap. But it's a risky thing to do. So let's see what he does. Oh, I think he's gonna go for it actually into turn 1 here.
Tom Voss trying to block the slipstream and also blocking him up for the corner. Showing some great defensive work around here. As we also have a battle for P5 currently. Alessandro Valente overtaking Liam Howard on the inside of T2. Ooh, doesn't make it stick. And still on his gearbox. Those 2 have a really good fight this race, the whole race already. So really nice to see that they have some good fair racing. As we see Sean Jones again hunting down Tom Voss still. And I think Tom Voss can gain some time on the straight too because of the back markers in front.
Yeah, let's see now if he's gonna be able to open the DRS on the back straight. That will really hurt Sean Jones' chances here to overtake him. Let's see. Tom Voss, no, he doesn't open the DRS, so Sean will get close.
That will be, that will be on the second straight then. But I'm actually quite surprised that Sean Jones cannot keep up with Tom Voss. Tom Voss trying to keep his 100% win statistics over here.
As we now go into the final lap, so last chance for Sean and everyone else to gain a few positions. And hopefully Tom Vos now won't get interrupted by the back markers here.
Tom Vos, also having... Sean Jones hitting the wall massively over there.
Sean Jones, locking up again.
Ooh. As we have Kevin Voice in P15, who took the win last time in Austria in the second race because of the reverse grid ball.
Yeah, and let's see now if back markers will back out or will they help Tom Vos to get the DRS. And obviously this could give a big advantage to Tom here in the final lap because, Sean doesn't want Tom to get DRS, but he's gonna be. I think it's the back markers were crucial here to help Tom. Yeah, and he should get the win here. If
Sean Jones won't be happy over here currently with Tom Vos getting the slipstream, as the back marker wants to move away from them, but Tom takes the slipstream.
As Tom Vos now goes into the final 2 corners, and he's gonna take the win here in Canada in race 1. Good win for Tom again. 3 out of 3 for him.
Well, great.
And also, Justin van der Smissen in P3 after his crash, he'll be lucky. He got a bit lucky with the crash ahead.
Remco.
And I don't think we have... Let's see if we have any more fights. I don't think... Oh, there's one for P12 between Jessica Pelletier and Simkai Vern. But I think Sim is a bit too behind, I think.
I think Remco de Silva also did a really good job in P4 as he was involved in multiple incidents actually.
Jessica makes a mistake into the final corner. That's gonna be a drag race to the end. But I think Jessica has it's gonna be pretty close for Jessica.
Really close. As we now see Kevin Voice.
He's gonna take he's gonna get P15 and also the reverse grid ball. And Muhammad Zichni now gets P16 into the final corner, overtaking Gary De Vries, not having the best races. I think he may have got involved in a crash because it's not it's not usual we get to see Garrett so down now in academy.
No, Garrett De Vries really being it was a really unfortunate race from him. He was involved in the first, in the big crash at the beginning of the race. And now we can see Tom Vos winning the first race over here. Really good job from Tom. Still a 100% win rating over in the Academy Series. So good job from him. Sean Jones, again, P2. I think you will be very disappointed, Marko.
Yeah, we saw obviously last season as well. I think it was Simon Ferlic was the one to get he didn't manage. He also always had the pace, but he just couldn't win in academy. Then he got promoted to Formula Challenge, and I think he got second in the championship or third. So
yeah, he did a really good job there. As Justin van der Smissen came into P3, really good job from Justin, even though he had damage. I think he will be happy with that. Remco and P4. Really consistent drive, even though because of all the crashes happening. P5 Alessandro Valente, P6 Liam Howard, P7 Damian Fingerhoots, P8 Alex Howell, P9 Stefan Schreider, P10 Stein Fitter, all being really close and fighting with each other continuously. And then we have the rest of the field, as we have Kevin Voice again in P15 for the reverse grid ball. So that could be interesting, right, Marko?
Yeah, it was the second time in a row. Let's see if the story will repeat from Austria. Obviously, he got lucky in Austria with people fighting behind him. He just managed to stay out of trouble and win race 2.
Well, we will take a break and we will be right back for race 2. Welcome back, everybody, for race 2 here at round 9 of the Montreal Grand Prix here in Academy. We will have a reversed grid for the second race. Again, 14 laps. And let's hope it will be very tight again, because the last time the top 5 was really close. And I think with this reversed grid we can get a really good race again. Right, Marko?
Yeah, obviously, I expect more battles now because the fastest guys are starting in the midfield. So it's gonna be interesting to see how they make their way through the field. Maybe Tom Voss can give his 100% ratio. Maybe he can win from 15 again, but yeah, it'll be difficult, I think. But yeah,
he did it in Turkey too, so he needs some luck for that. While there are some cars who were involved in the lap 1 incident actually, who maybe can get up into the top 10 again too. So yeah, we'll see. I hope it will be an exciting race again.
yeah, for sure. I don't think it's gonna disappoint at all. So, as the R Factor man now said that we're gonna grid up, so people will go on the grid with 50 seconds to go. So yeah, looking forward to this one.
Can you maybe explain why some cars are smoking actually? Because I think some viewers are having that in mind in the first lap.
I believe the radiators just overheating a bit, and obviously standing still for a minute doesn't help at all. So, but then yeah, they should be fine. Lap 2, lap 3, it should stop smoking, I think.
Yeah. As we see, half the grid is already on there again, as we have a really nice top 15 over here.
Yeah, less than 10 seconds now for everyone to grid up.
As I can see, everyone is on the grid, also Martijn Riedberg.
So let's go through the grid order now for race 2. Kevin Voish in pole position. Second place is Martin Novak. Simkai Warren in P3, and joining him in the second row is Jessica Pelletier. In P5 we have Mark McNaughton, and then next to him will be Steinfeder. Fourth row will be shared by Stefan Schreider and Alex Salos. Then P9 and 10 will be Damian Wingerhout and Liam Howard. And then in P11 we have Alessandro Valente, followed by Remco de Zivel in P12. P13 and 14 will be by Justin van der Smissen and John Jones. And then winner from race 1, Tom Vos, will be followed by Muhammad Zichni in P16. P17 will be Gary de Vries with Joshua Lopez in P18. And then, Tristan Potters in P19 and in P20 Brian Chua. Raimo Oimets in P21, followed by Fraser Harley in P22. P23 will be Aiden Rosenweig, and P24 will be Kevin Vichers. And then the last row of the grid we have Lazaros Filipakos in P21, involved in the crash, so it'll be interesting what he does in race 2. And then from the last grid we have Martin Rydberg, who didn't make race 1, so it'll be interesting to see what he can do.
Really unfortunate incident last time for Lazaros Filipakos, so like you said, it will be very interesting to see what he can do. Let's hope he can get through the field like a hot knife through the butter. And let's see what all the other guys can do, because there's some interesting people being a bit further back. Stefan Strider actually having a good position now. He was very consistent during race 1 and only getting faster during race 1 actually. So let's see what they can do. They were all...
I believe also this is the first race for Martin Novak in P2 and also for P3. So it'll be interesting what they can do in, it's their second race, but still their first event in GPV. So looking forward to see what they can do in the future as well.
Yeah, let's hope we have a really close race again, as we see all the guys are getting on the grid. As the lights go on over here in Montreal once again, it's go, go, go for the race start. Kevin Voice having a good start over here. Novak following closely. Ooh, as we have a crash already.
Yeah, I believe. There's been a bit of a fight. I can't see it really. He crashed, but let's hope for a cleaner lap 1 here as Remco crashes out again. Unfortunate for
again
Remco.
In the chicane over there in T4.
But I think others kept it cleaner than in race 1, which is nice to see.
As Pelletier is already going aggressive towards P3.
Yeah, on the podium now, Jessica Pelletier.
As she runs wide, she has to go around the bollard over there.
Yeah. So Vern actually retakes P3 here. As Kevin Voish now already a second ahead of Martin Novak, so maybe he can run away again, just like in Austria.
Ooh, Steinfeder putting on the handbrake a bit over there in the hairpin, as just van der Smissen hit his bum.
And also Alex Talos is under pressure now from Justin van der Smissen. Let's see, I think Justin is past, but can Alessandro Valente also get past him now? He dives bomb. Ooh, great for Alessandro.
Jessica Pelletier actually made the move for P3. Really good job from her.
And Alex Talos now, let's see what he'll try in the first corner. Oh, I see someone going off actually. But I think
that was Stefan Schreider.
And he's P12 now. He's gonna lose to P13.
Really unfortunate for him.
And Tom was now already in P11, so already gained 4 positions, and he's looking like he's gonna gain another one into the next corner. Yeah, he sends it.
Martin Novak cutting a corner actually right now, just before the DRS zone, as we see Tom Voss making an outside move. Absolutely fabulous.
Now. If he keeps it up, then he could get a podium here maybe.
Kevin Voice doing a really good job, and the second lap already. He is having a gap of 2 seconds already, so
Now Van der Smissen on the pressure from Steinfeder, who sends it. Oh, surprisingly no contact there. Let's see if Justin can now get back to P6 on the back straight.
Oh, Justin is already in P7. Oh, he's doing a really good job.
And he's also gonna send down the inside here.
As McNaughton actually makes the move.
Oh,
on.
there's contact.
There.
Alright.
Really chaotic. As we go 3 wide over here.
Yeah, and Justin already in P4 now. Can he win this race?
Yeah, he showed some really good pace. He wants to win it, I think.
Yeah, we have a nice battle here for P6, P7, P8. 3 wide again. Yeah. Hopefully they end up back. Oh, no one's gonna back out.
Yeah.
Follows and Valente.
Valente, oh, that's not smart.
And that's gonna, yeah, Vingerhardt gains 2 positions because of it.
Valente actually getting pushed up the track over there. He will be bumped out about that. As the top 3 actually is pulling away from everybody else. Voice gaining another second.
McNaughton half spins there, manages to save it. He's gonna drop a few. Oh, okay,
Yeah, he's just waiting.
Yeah, that's smart move from Mark. He's gonna drop all the way out to P16, but not what he wanted. But yeah, nice to see he rejoined safely.
As Stefan Schreier makes the cutback and doesn't make it stick actually, but he has DRS over here now. This lap.
We have a bit of a DRS train here, I think, so it will be interesting. Oh, as we actually see Steinfeder. Oh, that's Tom Vos actually, P6 already.
Oh, really good job from him.
And he could gain P5 here in the next lap. And then yeah, he'll be looking to catch Justin Van der Smissen in P4.
Justin just set the fastest lap time of the race again. He did it 2 in the last race he did a 125.1. Currently he's doing a 125.3.
Yeah, that's
almost 7/10 faster than Kevin Voice in P1.
And that's an impressive lap for Justin. Let's see if he can keep it at the tempo up.
Yeah, Justin already gaining on Jessica Pache. Maybe even getting the move done this lap already. Currently in P4, now going for P3. Oh, Jessica.
Also Vingerhardt. Oh.
They both went off the track over here.
And Tom was now on the back of Fider. Let's see if he can make the move either into the hairpin or maybe on the back straight. Yeah, he's gonna stay behind, wait for the DRS. And,
smart move.
Yeah, and try and pass on the back straight.
Smart move, as Justin Van der Smissen is currently in P3. He's hunting down that victory.
Also, Damian Vingerhardt makes it past Vern.
Yeah.
Oh, I hit some crashing noises again.
Yeah, as who's that?
Oh, that's aggressive move. Filipakos aggressively. They kept it clean again. So good racing, aggressive but clean. What I like to see.
Fraser Hardy DNFing over there. Don't know what happened after the hairpin. But we have a really good fight going on here. As Wern is just falling back down the grid, and Tom Vos still on P6, trying to get the move done on Fidder. Fidder made a mistake over here. Can Tom Vos do it over here?
Yeah, maybe a bit of a tactical lockup here from Steinfeder.
Yeah. He makes the move.
Yeah, Tom Vos is gonna go down the inside here. Let's see the top speed difference.
Oh, Fidder had the DRS over there, but still Vos is besides him.
Yeah, and that's a good move from Tom.
Yeah, really good job from him. As Justin Van der Smissen currently behind Martin Novak.
Yeah.
As we see Alessandro Volante now on our screen.
And Justin Van der Smissen on the back straight, I believe he's gonna make the move on Martin Novak. He goes down the inside, yeah, and he has the top speed to make the move.
Yeah, way more top speed as we see Novak disappear on our screen. Oh, he lagged a bit back actually.
So now Justin will be trying to catch up to Kevin Weiss. He's got enough laps to make it, I think. But he cannot afford to make any mistakes.
As Stefan Schreider made up 2 places again, and Lazaros Filipakos doing a really good job from P25 to P9. That's within like 5 laps. Yeah.
Impressive job from Lazaros.
Yeah.
And
as Kevin voices a 5-second gap to Justin van der Smissen, but Justin van der Smissen being 1 second a lap quicker than him, I think that won't be his victory.
it could get spicy in the final few laps here, I think, for the lead. And Tom was now on the back of Jessica Plettier again. I think she's gonna stay behind, same as the lap before. Oh, mistake from Jessica, and will Tom get past?
Yeah, for sure.
Tom in
smart
P4
move,
now.
also smart move from Jessica Pelletier over here, trying to get the DRS. But I don't expect her to get back into that position over there in P4.
And looks like Tom was could get maybe not a double win, but a double podium here if he catches Martin here.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know where the other guys are at. Oh, Sean Jones actually DNF'd. And also Remco de Zeeuw.
Yeah, Filipakos and Hall is now battling for P8. I think Lazaros is gonna try and go around the... Oh! Hall's weaves a bit on the straight. But Lazaros, yeah, he's gonna send it into turn 1.
Oh!
Push, there's contact, but...
Touché.
Hollow stays ahead for now at least.
Yeah, I wanted to say maybe Lazaros can go for a podium over here, but it doesn't seem to be if he gets stuck behind Alex Hollows.
I think he's angry a bit on Alex because he's wearing.
Fingerhood's also really close behind Stein Fitter now. He's going for a move.
Yeah, they both have DRS, so it's gonna be difficult for Fingerhoods.
Yeah, still trying though.
And also Jessica now is gonna be under pressure from both Fitter and Fingerhoods down the back straight, I think.
Last lap, Justin van der Smissen wasn't actually closing in that much time on voice.
Still half a second, I think, so. Yeah. Or 4/10, so. Yeah, we could still have a battle for P1. Potentially.
Oh, as we have a great battle over here on the back straight for P6.
Yeah, Pelletier,
Stein Fitter going by. Oh!
And Jessica hits the wall, that's gonna allow Fingerhoods to get the run on there. And yeah, he's gonna make the move into turn 1, I think.
And behind them also Alex Hollows under pressure still from Lazaros Filipakos.
Jessica actually stays ahead there. So good defending from her. And once again, Justin van der Smissen last lap 8/10 quicker than Kevin Voice ahead. So yeah, I think we're just waiting for when he catches up to him. So we're gonna have a great battle, I think, for the lead at the end.
Tom was still having a hard time getting closer to Martin Novak. He's almost within DRS range, but still not there.
As we see Filipakos on the curb there, it's gonna allow Stefan Schreider to go side by side into the hairpin. Can he make the move?
Will be difficult around the outside over there, but still he has a good opportunity for the DRS.
Yeah. Let's see now if both get DRS, I think. They should both get DRS, let's see.
Try to avoid an incident actually over there by going to the left side. Schreider doing a smart move over here, sticking into the race line, having more grip to break Filipakos, but also getting a slipstream for the others.
Alex Hollows makes a mistake, and once again Schreider could capitalize on other people's mistakes here, getting 2 positions in half a lap pretty much.
Yeah. As Hollows runs wide again, almost pushing off.
Oh, and we have a 3 wide moment for a second, and someone's off. Yeah, Lazaros spins behind, and he keeps going.
Yeah, he wanted a bit too much over there, I think.
And Tom Voss is now in the DRS range of Martin Novak, so we could potentially see a move into the last corner, I think.
Yeah, with only 5 laps to go still. Tom
So-
Vos will be aiming for the podium, I think.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna be disappointed with the double podium.
Oh,
Obviously.
maybe his win rate won't be 100% anymore as he goes to the inside of Novak.
Novak went wide into the hairpin. Tom was stayed behind. He wants the DRS, and he should make the move here, I think.
He needs to
Yeah.
get his slipstream actually to even get the opportunity to get by.
But his top speed is lacking a bit, I think. So Novak actually stays ahead of it.
Yeah, he needs
the
to
moment.
come from further back, otherwise it will be very difficult for
He's
him.
gonna go once again, around the outside into turn one.
If he can make it stick over here.
I think he matches
Yeah.
Link, yeah. Oh,
Novak running a bit wide.
yeah,
And
Tom
Tom
Vos
Vos.
into different.
Great job from Vos. As Justin van der Smissen is trying to close in on Kevin Voice. He really needs to push now.
Oh,
with
Martin
only
Novak's
4
out.
to go.
What happened?
Novak's out.
Novak's out. Oh, he just gave up, I think, or maybe he get damage.
Let me see.
So Novak's out of the race.
Yeah, he gave up. He went straight on and escaped.
That's gonna allow then everyone else behind to gain a position.
Mhm.
So fitter and before now. And only 2.5 seconds now the gap between Justin van der Smissen and Kevin Voice.
As we see a great battle here again with Hollows involved. And Pelletier, who seems to be having a difficult time here as
Yeah,
Valente almost hits her.
And now
Ooh.
Valente's gonna be on the back of Jessica. I think he's gonna make the move now into the final corner here. Yeah, he goes down the inside. He should have the top speed advantage as well. So that's P6 for Alessandro Valente, but Hollows will he make it 3 wide here now? He backs out, smart move from Hollows.
As Pelletier doesn't
Ooh.
even... Oh,
On the curb.
yeah, that was not smart. She stayed besides him. She should have backed up. But she's still in the race, so that's the most important thing over here. As Justin van der Smissen really needs to push now
Yeah,
to
on
even
the
get a shot.
He's around the second quicker every lap, so it could go down to the last lap here, I think, for the race win.
Yes, indeed. As the drivers behind the top 10 now are driving a bit in no man's land. We still have an exciting race over here. A big train with people. As Hollows is trying to hunt down Valente over here for P6.
I think, yeah, what we're seeing here is if the driver ahead doesn't have the DRS, then it should be a fairly easy pass for the car following behind. With DRS and the long straight, it's fairly easy to pass. Not that easy, but still, it is doable. So,
As Hollows now opens the DRS to try to overtake Valente. I think he's a bit too far back, but
yeah, he's gonna wait.
he will still gain. As Stefan Schreider actually becomes a part of the party over here.
Also, Lazaros Filipakos and Tristan Potters now fighting for the final position in the top 10 here. Let's
Potters
see
who
if he-
overtook Filipakos.
Oh yes, alright. And Filipakos on the curb there, but stays, doesn't spin, so stays in P11.
Oh, somebody spun in front.
Oh,
That's Stefan Schreider. His days is his
Yeah.
race is done. Over.
he keeps going in P13.
Yeah,
Oh.
but he doesn't seem to have a front wing anymore.
Oh.
Really unfortunate for Schreider.
And I think next lap Justin van der Smissen will be in the DRS range of Kevin Voice. So it's they're gonna have two laps to fight it out for the race win.
As we see Filipakos battling for P10 with Pelletier. Or no, Potters, sorry, excuse me. Pelletier is the car in front of them.
Yeah, Filipakos a bit too aggressive. He should have really just waited for the black strain. which he does
Pelletier
now.
having suspension damage over here because she couldn't keep it out of the wall, out of the hairpin. As Filipakos is a bit too far away from Potters.
Can you make a move on the main straight here?
Just in front of us. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna try and go around the outside. He's gonna make it stick, I think. Yeah.
Something that's also interesting about Filipakos, fun fact, is that he's using a controller, so it's already an impressive job what he's showing over here with the controller, as a lot of people are using a wheel and having a bigger advantage over him. But yeah, he's showing them a lesson, so keep up the good work, Lazarus.
Yeah, and let's see now. I think Justin is in the DRS range, or maybe
Just not.
Let's see now. See if he opens it. Yeah, oh, he does open the DRS.
Oh.
So it's gonna be close. I think. Yeah, it's gonna come down to the last corner of the race to see who takes the win here.
Yeah, Justin scraped the wall multiple times already to try to get to victory. So let's see what he can do. He shows an impressive race then if he did the whole comeback from, what was it, P13? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, final lap now. It's either Kevin Voice or Justin Smith for the win, I think.
Filipakos again in the wall with Tristan Potters.
Yeah, the last few corners of the race now, people will try to gain a final position. And I think Justin is just a bit too far behind Kevin Weiss. So, yeah.
I think his opportunity will come on the back straight. Don't you think, Marko?
He's closing, but I think 8 tenths is a bit too much, even if you have the RS, but we'll see.
Oh, he's pushing really hard as we see Ferlic hitting the wall once again.
Yeah, and I think Voice has, unless he crashes into the final corner, then he should have this in the back now, I think. So,
yeah, as he tries to break the slipstream over here. Now going through the last chicane over here, trying not to hit the wall of champion.
And he makes it 2 out of 2 in race 2 decision.
Yeah, really good job of Voice winning the race over here. Just Van der Smissen being in P2.
Yeah. And also Tom Voss now on the podium, double podium for Tom Voss. Fighter will get P4, I think. Dingerhots gets P5. Valente P6. Halos P7. As we see Potters now crossing the line in P8.
Yeah, even though he had a crash, he's still in a good position. So
Howard
really
behind
good
him.
job.
And Jessica P10, Filipakos P11.
No.
Rudberg who got P12.
Yeah, made up a lot of positions too. Actually, 14 to be exactly.
And Chua P13, I mean it's P14, and Schreider will get P15.
Yeah. Not a reverse cripple for the third race that we don't have, but yeah, still, well, good job. I think he will be a bit disappointed, Stefan. He did a really good job during the race, to be honest, but yeah, really unfortunate that he got spun out. But as you said, maybe you can do the leaderboard, Marko.
So once again, Voice P1, followed by Justin Van der Smissen, third place on the podium, Tom Voss. The rest of the top 20 is Fighter, Wingerhoutz, Valente, Halos, Potters, Howard, and Jessica Pelletier. P11, Filipakos, followed by Rydberg. Chua gets P13, Oyamets P14. In P15 we have Stefan Schreider. P16 we have Martin McNaughton, followed by Simkai Vern. And then P18 is Aiden Rosenweig. P19 is Martin Novak. P20 is, I believe, Mohamed Zikni. And then P21 we have Sean Jones, Garrett DeVries, Fraser Harley, Kevin Vichers, Remco de Zuif, and P26 Joshua Lopez.
Well, maybe we have some interviews over here for the end of the race.
Yeah, let's see, I think
we have.
Tom was waiting. Let's see if he can join.
Yeah, let's drag in Tom Vos. Hello, Tom.
Hello.
How are you doing, Tom?
Yeah, it was pretty decent at the end. I suspected it would go worse, so I'm pretty happy.
Yeah, you don't have your 100% victory percentage there anymore in Academy, unfortunately.
Yeah, so I will leave and never come back.
No, still, you did a really good job. So, can you tell us a bit more about your race 1 and 2?
Race 1, I started P2, had a nice launch at the start. Fought hard with Sean, I thought what his name was. And yeah, at the end, I got the overhead and P1 at the end. Race 2, P15, had a nice start again, but yeah, some guys were really slow off the line, so I needed to lift off. And yeah, that costed me some positions and some time, but at the end, P3, so I think that's a decent job.
Yeah, you did a really good job over here. Do you have something to ask to Tom, Marko?
I think he pretty much summed it up already, so yeah,
okay.
Well done on double podium.
Thanks.
Really good job, Tom, and hopefully we'll see you next time.
For sure.
Now
Bye.
Let's see if we can get the race 2 winner. Yeah. So Kevin, well done on the win in race 2. Once again, same as in Austria. How do you feel?
Amazing, but also really sweaty with all that pressure from Justin behind.
Yeah, I can. I think I can get in your shoes if I want to be in your shoes in that position. Actually, getting really nervous because of Justin. But yeah, can you tell us a bit more about your race 1 and 2? A bit boring. Yeah, race 1 and 2.
Race 1 pretty unluckily with the crash at the beginning, but then had a great pit stop. Then I could just drive my own race. I think I had to make only one overtake, then the rest in front of me crashed. So I got P15, and then in race 2, I drove away at the beginning, and then Justin came closing, and then I just had to give it everything to keep him behind, but it worked out.
Yeah, you did a really good job actually making a gap early on, and you showed us your consistency and pace. So yeah, good job to you, Kevin. Congratulations to your P1 again.
Thank you.
Yeah, and that would be all for today, I think.
Maybe we can take one more in, Justin. I want Justin to take.
Let's bring Justin in then.
Justin, your last interview for today. I think you did a really good job today. So yeah, tell us a bit more about your day today, or about your 2 races.
Yeah, race 1 was quite good. Just a carnage behind, which I managed to not be taken in with, so I could make good inroads on the guys ahead. And once I took P3, then Lazarus defended a bit too harsh, as I was still on the inside on the curb, and then he touched my front wheel, sending me round into a spin. But luckily I was able to catch up to him and Marko again, who yeah, and then they touched in the chicane, the final one. So there were 2 free positions, and then in the end it was just driving it home into P3. And then the second race, yeah, from P13 to P2 was quite good. Could have been P1, but in the end, if only it was 1 lap longer, I probably could have got the win. But
yeah, you were really pushing at everything at the end, right?
Yeah, well, I was giving it everything. I mean, I knew I was way faster than Kevin throughout the whole race, and I tried to manage to get clean through the first few laps, which happened, and then yeah, in the end I just pushed as hard as I could. Yeah, the rear tires were just like almost dead at the end because I was sliding all over the place trying to catch Kevin. But yeah, Kevin did a great job in defending. So yeah, but yeah, overall I'm happy. P3 and P2 on the weekend, which I possibly only hoped for top 5 finishes. So I'm quite happy.
Well, good job to you. Yeah, really good job getting a podium in both races, and thanks for your participation.
Thank you.
Well, that was it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the live stream, and yeah, hopefully we'll see you back again for next round.